All right, yo guys, what up? What up, yo? Um, okay, all right. I think we're in. I think we are in. It's your boy here, Double H. So we're just riding here on the whole YouTube thing. Let me actually remove this flipping what the hell? Display. Yeah, man. Just so look, man. It's the kid here, man. It's the kid. Um, Thoughts as we go through into the weekend, man. We're riding through onto the weekend. Let me just put out a tweet. Yeah, guys. What up, man? Okay, all right. So for a few minutes, just going live on YouTube. Join me before I head to bed. Yo guys, what up? Yes, we're live. I am fully live, fully awake here. Because basically I've just been doing some tests. So I went live on Twitch briefly. It's good that now works now, and now I'm now going live here on the said Facebook app page. So yeah, look, it is what it is. We are here, we are riding through, and we're about to go in there, man. So when do Liverpool play? Oh, if those Qataris sell PSG, I will laugh my flipping face off, man. I will laugh my face off. If those Qataris, that will just signify how much those guys are losers. It would fully signify and just show the loser ratios of PSG, and I think they should. Remember, quote me, and I've been on record in saying this, that PSG will never win the Champions League with the way they're currently constructed. It's never happening. They are born losers. They've got the loser gene within them. They're just known as losers. It is what it is. They just have to accept that. So they will always be losers. So yeah, man. Like, look, it is what it is. It is what it is. Those guys are full-on losers. So, and if I'm the Qataris, sell those dudes for sure. Sell those flipping dudes. Remember, guys, you can always support your boy with the super chat. Super chats help support me. It helps provide food and meals for your boy. And obviously, super chats will obviously get priority of your comments read on super chat. So remember, the super chat, I'll read you out, give a shout out, and it helps to support your boy HH. I don't think City are going to drop points, but as I mentioned on my Twitch, Leicester City beat them. Leicester City did beat Man City. So they know that this is a team that knows how to beat us. If City beats Leicester City, I think it's over, because City will beat Brighton away. That's definitely going to happen. But Liverpool keep believing. Liverpool are still believing. I think Liverpool, they badly won this Premier League, and I think what I find strange is that Liverpool wants this. They want this Premier League more than they want this Premier League more than the Champions League, which I find interesting. You know, I find that personally pretty interesting. So super chats from Eggboy Hero. Thank you for the super chats. Donating $2. Thank you very much. Your donations are much obliged. Do you think momentum is for City after last night? What happened last night? Am I missing something? Do you think momentum is for City after last night? What happened last night specifically? So if you're going to brief me as to what happened last night, I will finally know. Look, man. Oh, okay. So Liverpool lost. No, I don't think there's any momentum. I think, look, I was discussing with my colleague at work earlier today, and we we're just discussing the title race. And I said to that, and I think this goes back to watching the documentary. Pep Guardiola, in his mind, he is like we have tunnel vision. We don't care what Liverpool are doing. All City know is we have to win these 2 games. We win these 2 games, we are league champions. So they don't care what Liverpool are doing. They don't care where they are. They don't care where they're really. Just as long as they win these 2 games, that's fine. That's cool, and they will breathe. So I don't think that the momentum will swing. Yo from Alex Akmoye. Thank you, bro. 199 donation. Thank you. You're a hero. You're the big man. You're a boss. You're that dude. Thank you, bro. Thank you, bro. Thank you, bro. Thank you, bro. Much obliged. Thank you for the donation. So I think a guy on the chat said, why do I hate PSG so much? Let me think. You spend ridiculous amounts of money because you want to buy your way to success. You want to pretty much buy success, i.e. buy the Champions League. You hire players and you pamper them. You don't hire an authoritarian or a dictator as a manager. So really the players rule the roost and they rule over the manager. You're not creating a football club. You're creating a marketing company, and you feel that you can disrespect the hard work and the dedication needed to be successful at this great sport that you call football, and you feel that people will accept that. You're crazy. You're crazy. You're mad. So I think PSG are almost everything that is wrong with the purity of football, which is why I don't really rock with those guys, man. But the main thing is if PSG got to the semis, got to the final, maybe throwing a Champions League win in there, I'd actually love them, because they are perfect villains needed in football. So if PSG were actually winning Champions Leagues, but getting to the semis and finals, I think there would actually be a great introduction into the thing. But the fact that they so grossly underachieve, and the way in which they underachieve is so embarrassing, is why I just say, you know what, screw these guys. These guys are complete and utter clowns. So another super chat. Yo, thank you from Ash R. Super chat from Ash R. Thank you very much for the super chats. Ash R, Ashy R, Ash to the roll. Thank you very much. You're a real one. Your boy Uncle Moo called Messi the GOAT. Thoughts? He's right and he's wrong. If he's saying Messi is the GOAT based on club football, Messi is the GOAT based on club football. If he said that Messi is the GOAT overall, no sorry, Bob. No can do. That ain't happening. No way, Jose Antonio Reyes. But I think Uncle Mo was referring to in club football, which I think Messi undoubtedly is the greatest club football player of all time. Another super chat from Eggboy Hero. Eggboy Hero dropping down $5. Thank you, bro. Eggboy Hero, you are a real one, man. You're the big man. What do you think of voting for PFA Player of the Year before the season is even over? Should a title win change a vote or purely on individual play? Now, I love this question, great. Initially, first part of your question, I would say that wait till the season is over. If you're judging who is the best player of the season, let the season finish. What if, for example, a player has played fully amazing, you pick him as the best player 6 games to go, and in those last 6 games, he's horrible. But in those other last 6 games, the guy that was pretty much close to him is fully 100% amazing. That will swing things. But for the second part of your question, it shouldn't be based on a title win. So City winning the title shouldn't then give Sterling an extra oomph for him to win it. It should be independent of what your team achieves. It should solely be how well have you played as an individual. Because there's only so much a defender can do. There's only so much a goalkeeper can do. There's only so much a DM can do. There's only so much a left back can do. There's even only so much a striker can do, because the striker is only dependent upon the supply that he gets. So it's how well do you do your role, because sometimes you can be phenomenal in your role, but your team doesn't win. Case in point, like I think there was a one point where Luca Toni was the I think he broke the crazy 30-goal barrier for Fiorentina. So he scored like 30-something goals for Fiorentina, and I think Fiorentina came like 4th or 5th. Same Serie A again. You had what's his name? Immobile. Immobile scored like 30-something goals or something for Lazio. Lazio came 4th and 5th. So But you'd have to say that he did his job as a player, man. Look, man, let me level with you right now. Liverpool, Barca, it ain't over, man. That's my view. I don't believe it's over. I will, trust me, the preview is going to be coming. The preview is going to be coming, and I will talk about this even more, man. But you see, if Dembele scored that goal, lights out, 4-0. But the football god said no. Can Liverpool win 5-1? Just saying. Can Liverpool win 5-1? I mean, nothing is beyond the realm, but I'm just saying, I mean, is there a possibility that they can win 5-1? But I just think that, I've seen too many crazy things in football. Far too many crazy things, man. I think some people, look, man. Some people, look, I know that I should have brought out the suit. But at least I gave you guys the meal. But I mean, Tuesday is going to be big. Because I think something big is going down on Tuesday. So I think I do have to bring out the suit for Tuesday. Because I think something big is going down on Tuesday. But I think what I want to do, and I think it's good that I wanted to say this live. Because obviously, I hope you guys are watching Hope Meets Banter. Unfortunately, I couldn't make Hope Meets Banter this week. Because I was doing the Europa League live. And again, remember, guys, please support my boys, man. Those are my friends. Those are my pals. Those are my homeboys, the football banter people. But what I was saying to them is that for Liverpool fans, man, respect. You have to show respect. You have to show respect to. You have to show respect when you just see quality. You can still love your club, but when you look at Messi's free kick, you have to just take a step back and you see that, you know what, that's real. Like, that free kick is real. So there's no point in blaming the referee, blaming people diving. I said now I'm now seeing people say, oh my gosh, Messi shouldn't have had the free kick because he tried to punch Fabinho. It wasn't taken from the right spot. Okay, these are all things that happen in football. These are all things that happen in football. Are we going to now denounce him scoring a free kick from that range? And when you're playing high-level football, not every call is going to go for you. Because Barcelona really wants this. That's what Liverpool have to understand. And that's what they've got to get to their heads. Because I think Liverpool might be caught between two minds of like, do we really want the Premier League? Do we really want the Champions League? I feel that Liverpool fans really want the Premier League. I believe the Liverpool players really want the Champions League. So I think they're actually caught between both minds. But look, man, you have to someone just say, like, look, man, bro. I mean, Messi, man. I mean, what if this dude does a treble of trebles? I don't think he will. Maybe they lose to Valencia in the Copa del Rey final. Maybe Liverpool win 5-1. Or maybe they get taken out by the prospects of Tottenham. I don't think that Messi's not going to win a treble. I mean, give me a break. A treble of trebles. That's deep. That is fully deep. So where do you guys think that Delete should go? Where do you think that your boy Delete should go? Let's see what you guys are saying, man. No, Drifty is cool, man. I think the thing with Drifty is he is, as his Twitter says, he is a hardcore Liverpool fan. So he is hugely passionate about Liverpool. So he loves his club, and the club and everything is very, very much special to him, and it's very, very close to him. So I appreciate that. But I just say to him, sometimes you just have to be objective. But look, you have to understand that this guy, he loves his club. He loves his club. So, Drifty, he loves his club, man. Wow, someone is really feel that they're going to win everything, man. Oh, so people are not saying it was a deflection. Oh, God, it's a deflection. God, look, man, just focus on Newcastle and the second leg. Same for Liverpool, you have to just focus on that second. And again, and I did mention to my post-match, man, Salah, man, point blank range, man, you've got to score. You've got to score from point blank range. that's destiny, man. So guys, how likely do you feel that we'll see a Chelsea Arsenal final? I mean, a Chelsea Arsenal Europa League final. Speaking of which, if it is Chelsea Arsenal for the Europa League final, me and what's it called? Me and Devo will be doing it live. Me and Devo will be doing live. Yeah. That's all right. Yeah, me and Devo will be doing a live from it because that would be hilarious. You know, it literally would just be extremely hilarious. Just also doing the live of everything happening there. But if Emery waltz in and actually wins the Europa in his first season, I think that would be flipping insane. That would be absolutely flipping insane. But what's it called? Remember, guys, if you need to ask a question for me and you definitely want me to read it out and give you a shout out, please use the super chat. The super chat helps to support the channel. It supports me. It helps the football channel, and that is what helps me keep these things going, man. So it is help support thy creator. Support your boy. Support your boy HH. You can support me for I live, so I can use it to get more super mods, man. I think we've got another one here from your boy Eggboy Hero, man. Eggboy Hero, man, you're the real one, man. What's up? Thank you, bro. So Eggboy Hero says, is it considered unlucky of Liverpool to finish second with 97 points, even though they had a 7-point lead in January with the potential to make it 10? So look, the season isn't over. It's not over. It's not over until it's over. But that's an interesting point that you make. Because in one hand, let's say that Liverpool win their 2 games, City win their 2 games. To lose a title with 97 points is crazy. It's crazy. But then, you go to that home game against Leicester City, that away game against West Ham, even go to that home game against Man City. I think that Liverpool should have beaten. If Liverpool attacked Man City, I think they probably beat them, as Crystal Palace did. If Liverpool focused, played their game without pressure and with ease, they beat Leicester City at Anfield, a fortress. If Liverpool walked it, focused, did what they did, and just had the balls to really go through and were able to deal with the pressure, they beat West Ham. So at this point, you'd be seeing them with a nice, healthy lead. But a 7 points lead and to not close it out, that's deep, man. I mean, that is deep. And I think, that's why you have to look at the totality thing. Liverpool were in the lead. They had a nice, healthy lead, and they were unable to really close that thing out. And again, look, man, you can't really, I mean, people may blame Klopp and like Klopp should have done more, should have done this, he should have done that. But it's like, it is a mixture of Klopp and the players on the pitch. Because I think Klopp was maybe too conservative in bits, maybe chose the wrong lineup in bits. But at the same time, you have to say that, Mane, Salah, Firmino, whatever, you're still on that pitch. And you've just got to make it happen. And I think that's how you win these titles. Like, look at the kind of goal that Aguero scored against Burnley. He just made it happen. It was a scrappy goal. It was a difficult game. Look at if they were going to get frustrated, but he just managed just to find that ball. And that's what winners do. Is they find a way. They find a way of putting that ball in that net. They find a way of just put that ball in that net, man. And that really is the key thing. So let's just see what else you guys are saying, man. Alright, another super chat here from your boy Ash R. Come on, other guys, man. Ash R, everybody hero, man. They're riding the whole thing with the super chats, man. Rolling. So Ash R, thank you very much for your super chats. What if Messi back-to-back trebles? He'll do. But what do you mean by back-to-back trebles? Did he win a treble last season? So I'm not sure what you mean by back-to-back trebles. But if Messi wins a treble this season, this would be his 3rd treble. Did it in 08-09? did it in 14, 15. And now to do it now, it would be, and for me, this would be far more impressive because the one in 2015, you had Neymar and a peak cannibal. In 08-09, that is arguably one of Barcelona's most dominant and best teams, and you have flipping Thierry Henry and Etso. Pep Guardiola has to one day, I don't know when, Pep Guardiola has to one day explain why he engineered a swap deal for Etso and Ibrahimovic. For me, that is Pep Guardiola. I mean, obviously, apart from trying to man-mark Barcelona with Bayern Munich in the Champions League, that's ranked as one of Pep's worst decisions, is swapping Samuel Etso, who helped to win the Champions League, for Ibrahimovic, a guy who we've seen is a Champions League flop. That is insane. But yeah, I mean, look, bro, Tuesday is going to be tough. Tuesday is going to be tough. And I think because Barcelona know that, man, if we are able to somehow get to that final, because Barcelona know that they will beat Ajax or Tottenham. And let me be real with you. I love Liverpool. I respect them. A lot of my friends are Liverpool fans. A lot of my friends are Tottenham fans. One of my uni friends is a Tottenham fan. But being real, if and I'm being real, like, if we get a Barcelona Ajax final, that would be amazing. A Barcelona Ajax final would be flipping amazing. But something tells me we're not going to get a Barcelona Ajax final. Remember, everybody assumed and thought that we would get a Juventus Barcelona final. Ajax had other ideas. Or another super chat here. Who should Bayern sign to be the best in Europe again? From Richard. Richard, thank you very much for your super chat. That $2 from Richard. Thank you very much. Who should Bayern sign to be the best in Europe again? I think Lewandowski needs to be replaced. I think he's too old. I think that if I'm Bayern, I would try and take a look at David Neres. I think he looks pretty interesting. I'd even try maybe take a look at Gabriel Jesus. But I think, so Gabriel Jesus, Immobile, David Neres, I'll look at those three. But I think, because I don't think Timo Werner is ready to step up. I would see what I can acquire Douglas Costa back. I would try and get De Ligt to maybe partner with Mats Hummels, because I think Boateng is done. I would, you know what? I would say, can we inquire about Marco Verratti, PSG? Because if this PSG keeper owner thingy is happening, I'd take a look at Draxler, I'd take a look at Verratti, I'd take a look at Rabiot. So Rabiot, Draxler, Verratti, I'll take a look at those three. And then, if it's even possible, I'll take a look at Cavani as well. Because I just think Lewandowski, I just think he's over the hill. So that's what they need. And also, see, right backs is going to be pretty tough to see what kind of quality right backs are there, because Rafinha is trash. Right backs, right. You see, like, everybody is locked down. Semedo, all these guys, they're all locked down, man. They're all locked down. So, yeah. Timo Werner, I don't think, is the dude. I like the look of David Neres, but I think he may be too young. Immobile, I think, is risky. So, maybe Immobile, maybe. I mean, maybe ride with him. Maybe ride with an Immobile. Maybe that's something to roll with, man. So, from Eggboy Hero, what do you think of Uncle Moo going to Roma? No. Hell no. You don't win a 2010 treble and end up in Roma. That's, don't. Roma is below his level. Roma is below his level, and I refuse to entertain the notion of a guy who won a treble with Inter Milan 2010, best treble of all time. He won the Europa. No, sorry. Yeah, he won the Europa with the FC Porto. Oh, no, sorry, that was the other dude. Champions League with the FC Porto? No. Chain Shelty? No. Uncle Moo, Inter Milan. That's one. Do you know what the obvious one is? Uncle Moo, PSG. That's the one, because they need a military dictator which is what Uncle Mo can be. They need a military dictator, and that's what they need to do to improve that flipping team. So Ash R meant to ask, what if? So this is another super chat from Ash R. Thank you Ash R. Thank you Ash R. Meant to ask, what if Messi wins the treble this year and next year? If you mark my words, he will do it. Remember this. If he does, surely he'll go. No. Okay. If Messi wins the treble this year and next year, I may have to make a concession about him being the horseman. Because that would be stupid. Because that would be 4 trebles and treble back to back. He's not winning treble back to back. No one's ever done it before. No. So that's not happening. If he does do it, I will probably have to make him a horseman. Yeah, I probably will have to. But no, Asha, first of all, let's him try and first do this treble first. Do the treble next year where guys will be hungry, and Real Madrid are going to re-up. Real are going to re-up. No, sorry. Another super chat from the Rebecca Black. Thank you. Your 119 super chat. Thank you, bro. So the Rebecca Black asks, Barcelona v Ajax Champions League final. Who do you have? I don't want to tempt fate. Let's us see what happens come Wednesday evening. Because all I'll say is this: I don't think the final. That may not be the final that happens, but Barcelona are amazing. And as I've always said, Messi is not losing a final. Ajax are much better away from home than they are at home. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying anymore. All I'm saying. Okay, so is this Hazard thing true? I read a story that says Real Madrid will announce Hazard as soon as the season ends. Is that real? Is that real? Is that real? That's what I'm hearing, man. But to go back to your Rebecca Black, as I don't based on how hungry Messi is for this treble and Champions League, I don't see I don't see a scenario how Messi is in a Champions League final and he loses to either Ajax or Tottenham. That doesn't make any sense. Like, I don't know how Messi would lose to, and I remember I said this. The only way that Barcelona do not win this Champions League is stop them from getting to the final. Stop them from getting to the final. If Barcelona gets past Liverpool, they sort things out. I don't know how you beat a team that talented, that experienced, with a freak like Messi, who is desperate to win the Champions League. I don't know how you beat that. Because I actually want desperate to win the Champions League. Barcelona are desperate to win it. And sometimes desperation can lead you astray. Desperation can lead you to... Someone says Jovic to Real. Is Luka Jovic really that good? Let's be real. Is he really that good? Shout out to your boy Fortune. So obviously James ain't here. So shout out to your boy Fortune, man. Thank you, bro. Your moderators, man. Moderators keep the wheels turning. So remember, guys, if you need your comments to be read fully, use the super chat. The super chat, I will be able to view it. I'll be able to view it, man. So someone told me that Hazard is going to be announced for Real Madrid. And I saw a tweet that says that's Militao, Jovic, and Hazard have all been confirmed. All good names. Obviously, Zad is Zad, and look, if you're a Chelsea fan, you cannot have any qualms with that. All I ask of Zad is just deliver that Europa League. Deliver that Europa League, then boom, you've done your bit, and then you can fly. You can do what you need to do. Just deliver that Champions League. Just deliver that Champions League, and we're good. We're good. Just deliver the Champions League, and we're good, and we're happy. But yeah, man. See, the sick thing is, I want a Barcelona Ajax final, and I know that I'm not going to get it because every time I really want something, I never get it. I don't know. It's weird. Every time I really, really want something, I just tend to never get it, man. So, yeah, man. It's is this dude going to win? I mean, a treble of trebles. A treble of trebles. Something tells me 5-1 Liverpool. What if Liverpool just win 4-0? Liverpool are scoring goals at Anfield. That's a fact. It's just that can they make sure that they don't concede? Liverpool are scoring goals. And are we sleeping on Tottenham Hotspur? Are we sleeping on them? Because they have the sun rising in the east. Ajax lost to Real Madrid at home. Drew to Juventus at home. Why can't Tottenham go there and say what's up? Very simple. Why can't they go over there and say what's up? Actually, let me ask the room. How many of you guys are based in America or Canada? And how many of you guys are based in the UK? Because right now, it's almost 3 a.m. where I am in the UK. So how many of you guys are America-based? And because again, I'm trying to find out what is the best time to do this Twitch streams and to do these YouTube streams. So it's almost 3 a.m. here, and I'm like, whoa. So USA, Ireland, America, hey, UK, Canada, London, yo, what up? Trinidad, Germany. I got 4. I suppose because it's Friday. It's Friday. UK, New York City, Canada, West London, yay. Sweden, USA, Brazil, USA, East Coast, USA, India, yo. California, Estados Unidos, USA, Canada, Morocco, hey, Marrakesh. Apparently Marrakesh is pretty crazy. They say that Marrakesh is pretty damn crazy. Hey, Niger, man. Yeah, guys, this just shows the beauty of the internet. So guys are listening to me in flipping East Coast America, West Coast America, India, Nigeria, Canada, the UK, Ireland, Trinidad and Tobago. That is crazy, man. Australia. Yeah, look, man, it's crazy. Bangladesh, the moon. Even the moon. Oh yeah, I love guys hit me up in the moon. Hey, Vormir. How are things in Vormir? Look, Siberia is bad. You guys, trust me. We're gonna be bringing back. Or I'm the Brick Academy. We're having a renovation in the Brick Academy apparently. Oh, speaking of which, work should be done on the PSG wing next Friday. So next Friday, we feel that the work and everything should be done in the PSG wing, and things are going to look great. The PSG wing is going to look beautiful. It's going to look beautiful, and we're going to maybe make the PSG wing. It's going to be like a special spot. It's going to be a special spot for folks, man. So it's going to be great. It's going to be absolutely great, man. It's going to be quality, man. The EPL, man. So yeah, man. Look, Liverpool, keep pushing, man. Keep pushing. But you see, if I was Liverpool, obviously you wouldn't just personal fronts, but I feel that their focus should be on Tuesday, because there is a chance. It's slim. It is very slim, but there is a chance. And I say this: how many people would have given Liverpool any chance to come back in 45 minutes against that AC Milan side at halftime? That is, to this day, that is still, I still don't understand what happened there. Like, that makes no sense. What happened? So, yeah, that for me is something that someone will need to explain as to how the hell did those guys come back They were 3-0 down at halftime in a Champions League final. So, when people talk about that AC Milan side being great, no, you can't be that great if that happened to you. That's why whenever I talk about the great sides, the Barcelona, AC Milan, Ajax, Man United, Real Madrid, and so forth, I never mention that AC Milan side because that's an L. That's an L. How are you winning 3-0 at halftime and you draw through? Nah, man, you're a bunch of losers. Amazing character from Liverpool. That has to be one of the best displays of character. And does anybody know what Benitez said to those guys at halftime? Is there like a transcript of his team talk at halftime? I would love to read it. I would love to read Benitez's what he said word for word at halftime to get those guys to come out and actually really come up huge, not big, flipping huge. Because I was insane, absolutely insane, absolutely freaking insane. But yeah, as I said, like football is such a crazy sport, and I think that I've seen, as I said again, Deportivo, AC Milan 2004, Liverpool, AC Milan. I'll level with you. That Liverpool one was crazy. The miracle at Camp Nou is the most disrespectful comeback of all time. That is the most disrespectful comeback of all time. How do you win 4-0 in the first leg? You score in the second leg, you get an away goal, but you lose 6-1. And people ask me what issue I have with PSG. People ask me what issue I have with PSG. That's the issue I have. The miracle at Camp Nou. Because that is a complete and utter disgrace. A complete and utter disgrace to... How do you win 4-0? Winning 4-0 is one thing. You scored an away goal. You scored an away goal. And that's a very good point. Look, I'm going to talk about Neymar, don't worry. We're going to have a Neymar discussion very, very soon. But it's very interesting what we said in the hangar. Like, Neymar actually played a very key role in that comeback. But as people mentioned on the hangout, he wasn't praised. Messi was praised. Which is why I supported Neymar leaving. But look, it's complex. Super chat here from Eggboy Hero. Eggboy Hero, thank you very much for the super chat, bro. You are a real one. Eggboy Hero, what did he say? HH. Barca have rested their whole squad for tomorrow. An advantage over Liverpool, which can't rest their squad. Barca are getting at least 2 Gs at the very least. Now, Eggboy Hero, let me respond to that. Sometimes having a rest can work against you. We're going to deal with the both sides. But first of all, having a rest can work against you. Sometimes playing a match and being match fit helps to be match fit and sharp. But Barcelona will be going in there fresh. And as I will mention in my preview, Barcelona aren't going there to defend the lead. No. Barcelona are going there to score. And even if Valverde says, yo guys, let's defend, Messi will back. No, screw you. I'm not leaving anything to chance. That's why Messi was so pissed at the Usmista, because Messi is like, no, guys, we need to. And I was even talking to my Nigerian colleague about it. He said that he thinks Barcelona will win at Anfield. See, now that will be a statement. If Barcelona go and beat Liverpool at Anfield, I don't think that we should have the final. Like, I don't think either Ajax or Tottenham should turn up for the final. 100%. Like, if Barcelona beats Liverpool at Anfield, they shouldn't turn up for the final. Like that should not happen, because that is taking the piss. That's taking the Michael Jackson. What's it called? From DJ Odes Stygel. Hopefully I did not murder your name. DJ Odes Stygel. Who's the best DM ever between Kante and Makelele? maybe we need to have a football battle here. Let me be real with you. I always respected what Makelele did and his importance to the team. But for me, maybe I didn't watch Makelele closely enough. I am seeing more of what Kante does and his interceptions more than Makelele. But what I would say though is, between Kante and Makelele, I feel that it's pretty almost similar. Makelele might just be slightly a better reader of the game than Kante. But I think in Kante, what you have is, you see, put it this way, if I had to choose a DM between Kante and Makelele, I'm choosing Kante. The reason why I'm choosing Kante is there's more to Kante's game. He can do the DM job just as well as Makelele. And even if Makelele may be better, it's negligible. But Kante can bring the ball out, can run with the ball, he can dribble, he can pass the ball, he can go back to front. Makelele was pretty much useless in the last third. There's a DM, quality, amazing, stalwart. But this dude was pretty much useless in the last third. Kante, in my view right now, I know I said it, but correct, Kante is the best all-round player in the world. All-round in the world. Passing, shooting, footballing brain, defending, tackling, intercepting, he's the best all-round player in the world. 100%. Like, what this guy does overall is flipping incredible. It's absolutely incredible. So, the guy's a G. The guy is just an absolute amazing G. So, look, man, your boy Kante, man, he is super incredible. But yeah, that is interesting. But what I'll say is this, guys. Was Makelele really that good? Or is it much more of a case of hype and what people say about him? I liken this to Pele. Now, I know Pele, achievements-wise, achieved great things. And respect what people say. But I've always said that I put Maradona over Pele. I didn't live during Pele's time. So I'm not taking people's word for it. But I saw what Maradona did in that match in 94 against Nigeria, and what he did in the 94 World Cup. And there is more footage of him that is much closer than Pele. And I just feel like if Maradona for me I take everything into account, I say Maradona is the greatest of all time. And my argument for Maradona being the greatest of all time is his footballing skill, his passion. He exemplified what football means in your talent and your skill and what you're willing to do on the pitch. And won a World Cup with Argentina in '86, guided them, even if they were underdogs, to a final in 1990, and won Napoli's 2 only league titles. Guys, that's just a flipping stats, bro. That's a flipping stats. Juju exists for everyone. Always be wary of Juju. Always be wary of Juju, man. Wow. Look, Xabi Alonso See, Xabi Alonso for me, Xabi Alonso is definitely one of the best long-range passers I've ever seen. As far as just long-range passing, is amazing. And this is what I always say to people. I respect Gerrard. Let me ask you this. Would Liverpool still be as successful with Gerrard if they didn't have Xabi Alonso? Because Gerrard was very, very important. Xabi Alonso was very, very key to that Liverpool side. He was very, very key to that Liverpool side. And I think people need to put more respect on Xabi Alonso's name. Let's put much more respect on Xabi Alonso's name. Alright, guys, last few minutes, about 5 or so minutes, and then I'm literally going to go to bed, man. Because I'm going to wake up tomorrow. So, last 5. So, if there are any questions you desperately want me to answer, please use the super chat. The super chat supports me, helps to support the channel, and helps me to keep these things going and helps me to turn this into a living. So, with your support for the super chats, it's helping to give you the best content and helps me to invest and keep things going. So the super chat helps more. Richard, $2 super chat. Thank you very much, Richard, for your donation. Messi is the best player ever, but not the greatest. This is what I always say. And I was even having this, and I was saying this to my brother, and my brother said, no, Maradona is better. See, talent-wise, just talk about talent-wise, just pure attacking, because defend is different. On pure attacking talent, I would still argue that Messi is better than Maradona, for just talent-wise, because I think what tips Messi over Maradona is Messi's passing and creativity. Maradona was very good as well, but I just think Messi's creativity and passing, I just think is on another flipping level. Just what he does all around, the amount of goals he scores, the variety of goals he scores, his passing, his creativity, his dribbling, I just think is on another different level. Greatness is different. See, greatness is more than just your skill. Greatness is about your heart, your brain, your clutches, and your mentality in the toughest, most pressurized situations. Those are where the horsemen live. See, the horsemen live at high-pressure situations because the horsemen know that your talent is not enough to win it through. It's your heart and your determination that's what will help you win through. So yeah, there we go. Eggboy Hero again, my Eggboy Hero, man. Bro, champion, man. Guys, man, follow these guys, leads, man. Help your boy with the super chats, man. You guys are ace. Eggboy Hero, you are a flipping hero. Thoughts on the new handball rules next season? Okay, what are the new handball rules next season? What are those? I hope people don't start messing with my football. Don't start bringing up all these stupid new rules. The handball rule, now, a thing that they should change with the handball rule, you have to move your hand. Ball to hand shouldn't be a handball. If I'm like this and the ball just hits my arm, that's not a handball, bro. Now, if the ball goes like this and I do this and I make a movement or my hand is blocking, it's like, come on. So I think it definitely needs to change to be much more realistic. Guys, don't worry. My Game of Thrones review is going to be coming very soon. I will try and post it on Sunday. Relax, 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 relax. Oh, so ball to hand is gone? What do you mean by ball to hand is gone, man? Pricks. Yeah, I will do a special Javi tribute, don't worry. And look, I said I'll be honest about it. You know, I didn't even want to mention this, but look, Javi, great, one of the best midfielders out there. Javi wasn't better than Pirlo. Sorry. Pirlo was better. Not by a lot. Pirlo was the better midfielder. Okay. Pirlo was ridiculous. But Javi, again, man, I told you, I at a point, when Javi was at his peak, I don't think he ever lost the ball. I don't think this dude ever lost the ball. Like, it was impossible to get the ball off him. So you could literally, the guy could just keep the ball for ages. The guy could just keep the ball for ages, man. Oh yeah, so from Edward here again, Super Chats. Says basically next season, the handball against PSG wouldn't be. Wow. Imagine that. Imagine that. So they're gonna change it like that. So yeah. And I think that, see, I didn't talk about the handball because I was so angry. So again, thank you for the super chat there, Egboy Hero, who said that obviously the handball against PSG by what's it called, Kimpembe, will not have stood with these new rules. And this is my thing about this, is that I was just so angry that PSG got themselves in that situation that I didn't even want to look at it. But taking my anger to one side, how do you give that as handball? How? I mean, the dude was just like that, and like, who jumps like this? Who jumps like this? The dude had to jump on something, and it just basically hit him on his arm. So that's just ridiculous, man. Absolutely ridiculous. So yeah, like, looking at it in a vacuum, forgets how PSG are just an annoying team and how they messed up at home. In the nature of that game, that kind of game, because for me, you know what I always say? If I'm a referee, only give a penalty when it is 100% a foul or 100% a handball. If you even have to think about it, it's 50-50, you're not sure, don't give it. Because a penalty is pretty much 80 to 90% a goal. 90% of penalties are scored. So you're almost pretty much 90% of the time just giving a team a goal if you're blown for that penalty. So unless you're fully sure, don't just blow for the penalty. Guys, it's been swell. It's been good. I'll probably see you guys here tomorrow. So remember, follow me on my Twitch. On my Twitch, I talk about films. I talk about video games. I talk about other stuff, live stuff. So my Twitch is for general stuff. This stuff here on YouTube is strictly for football. So Twitch is where I just talk about more things. And after I do my Game of Thrones Long Nights review, I will then go in much more detail on my Twitch about the whole thing. So, okay, last super chat before I fly. From DJ Stygio. Was Conte the best manager using the 3-back line? One of the best. Although that was 3-5-2. Because he did 3-4-3. So 3-5-2 was really in vogue back in the 90s and 80s. So a lot of guys, especially Italian teams, used 3-5-2 to great effect back in the 90s. But if we're talking about 3-4-3, I would argue what he did with the Italy side, but specifically with the Chelsea who actually won trophies, I think Conte was definitely one of the most effective and the best at the 3-4-3 specific formation. Guys, it is well. It's been. Or was it 3-4-3? Was it 3 or 3-4? Whatever it was, through at the back, in his own variation was quality. Guys, it's good to do well. I'll see you guys. Peace out. See you guys maybe tomorrow. Peace.